Hello, sir. If you could please state your name, rank, and branch of service.
My name is Carlos Almeida. I was a seaman first class in the United States Navy. I served in the Navy from 1942 to 1945.
And what were your daily duties like during the war?
Well, I had real good duty when I was in the Navy. I was a gunner on a merchant ship. Believe me, that was good duty.
Yeah. What was that like?
Well, like I had two brothers that were already in the service before me, and one of them told me, "Hey," he says, "you know what? If you want to not dig foxholes and not eat sea rations, join the Navy." So I did, and they used to get mad at me because I used to tell them, "Hey, I was in the Navy 3.5 years. I slept in the bed, and I got 3 meals every day." They didn't like that. Unfortunately, one of my brothers, he didn't make it back. He got killed in Saipan. As a matter of fact, he died on June the 19th, 1944. Just a couple of days ago, he had an anniversary of his death. And I was real proud to have been in the Navy, you know. And I thought I shouldn't say this, but I had a blast when I was in the Navy. I got to travel, I got to see a lot of the world and everything. So in that sense, I was kind of fortunate, I think, to have gotten into that branch of the service.
So what area did you serve in, the Atlantic or the Pacific?
I was in the Pacific a lot, yeah.
So you got to see a lot of the Pacific?
A lot of the Pacific, a lot of the islands. I was in New Guinea and lots of places in the Pacific. I was in Australia. I went to Fremantle, Australia, New Zealand. As a matter of fact, my wife and I took a trip to New Zealand and in Australia in 1994, I think. And that was a real good trip. We was gone for 28 days.
Wow.
I don't know, I always wanted to go back and see what it was, you know,
Out of war.
afterwards, yeah.
Okay, well, what would you say was your most significant experience or memory from the time that you served?
What's that?
Your most significant experience during the war?
Oh, I don't know. I got to see a lot of this country, and I met a lot of wonderful people, a lot of good friends of mine, and to this day, I still see a couple of friends, you know.
That's good.
Oh, I'm very fortunate in that way.
Yeah.
And I might also add that while I was in the service, I met with 2 people that were from my hometown. One of them, his name was Earl Robb. I met him in Calcutta, India. And another friend, and another friend of mine, I met him in New Guinea. I thought that was really significant there. You know, go all over the world and see somebody that you know. Well, I thought it was great. And I don't know, I kind of had a real good experience in the service, you know.
You liked it.
Oh, I loved it.
That's good.
I really did. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you remember where you were when you found out that the war was over?
Yes. We were 6 days out of San Francisco when we heard, and I don't know, the lights went on the ship and everything, you know. I thought that was great. Yeah.
Were you happy, or were you not because you liked serving?
Well, I kind of wanted to go, to Japan. That kind of made me, but
A little disappointing?
yeah. But all in all, I was very happy that the war ended. Yeah.
It was good. So how did you like seeing your memorial today?
I was dumbfounded, believe me. I thought it's beautiful. I'd heard a lot about it. One of my brothers came to see it a couple of years ago, and he was the one that told me to, make every effort I can to get in there. And I did, and I was very fortunate to have come, I think. I mean, it's a great honor. Makes you feel real proud.
You should be.
Very proud, yeah. And it's a beautiful place. I cannot say enough. I mean, I'm dumbfounded the way it looks,
It's really nice.
It's beautiful.
So one last question. Based on your experiences, do you have any advice that you would like to give my generation?
Well, you know what? Who am I to give you advice? I mean, I was your age too when, you know. But you know what? I don't know whether this goes with this, but it makes me proud to see young people like you talking to us, and other youngsters like you. You know, I don't think that we appreciate. I mean that we deserve all this, but makes me happy to see you people do it, and I'm very proud of you. You know, your generation.
Thank you. We really like to hear your stories. To show you how much we're grateful for sharing your stories and taking your time to share with us today, we'd like to give you this pin from the Friends of the National World War II Memorial.
Well, thank you, sweetie.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Huh?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for
Very
sharing your
curious.
stories and for your service.
And you're a very
Yeah.
smart young lady, too. Let me
Thank
add.
you.
Okay, thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, have a nice day. Have a
You
very
too.
nice day.